Check, 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 check. Check 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. You got anything there? Okay. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Do a little more there. Check, 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 check. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, I'm just checking my meter here. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 on my input. 1, 2, 3. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. 1, 1, 1. Wow, I can crank it up here. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 3. You're getting it now? Okay. Okay. Check, 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 check. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I've almost got them raised to the top, and it's not even getting to the, not even close to the red. A little more than halfway up on the meter, and then, well, I'm sure when it gets louder and everything, it'll be different too. Nice. Yeah, yeah. We sure do hope you're enjoying our test of Milwaukee Admirals webcast. Okay. The with the master stuff or no? Okay. Watson drops it for Van. Ooh, that, yeah, that did a difference here. Check, 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 check. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. That's a huge difference. Check, 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 check. Now we're back down to where we were that other day. So check, check, check. Okay. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Yep. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I think right there is probably pretty good where I'm at right now. Check, check, check. I think, yeah, because I'm bouncing into the red right here. Check, 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 check. Run 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 right there. We'll do it right here. 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. I can monitor that. That's not a problem. Yeah. Okay. So should I mute the, there's a mute on the thing here. There's a master mute. Okay, so like intermissions, maybe that's what I'll do, or, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, and you've got the number, so if there's an issue, give it a call, or you can text me. I've got my the buzzer on, so. All right. Yep, that sounds fine. Cool. Thank you. Bye. Check, check. 111111111. All right, everybody, we're going to go in here in about 10 minutes. Check, 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 check. 111111111. 1111112. All right. Do. Alrighty. No, we'll go after the anthem here, folks. So I don't know if you can hear the national anthem or not, but we'll go after the anthem. No, we're just going to go. All right, here we go. A very pleasant good afternoon to you wherever you may be tuning in from the iWireless Center in Moline, Illinois. This is Milwaukee Admirals hockey. Today the Admirals play their final exhibition game of 3, taking on the Iowa Wild. Iowa in the home whites, the Admirals in their practice jerseys, the black practice jerseys. We'll get in a moment, but right now Colton Sissons will line up across from Milwaukee native David Steckel, and we're underway. The Iowa Wild defend the net to my right. Here's Jake Dowell, the former Badger, on the flare, and the puck goes into the Admirals bench on the near wall. Admirals defend the net to my left with Magnus Helbert. Last season, 39 appearances, 22-13-0 with a 2.14 goals against, save percentage at 92.4%, and 6 shutouts with the Admirals. Also appeared in a couple of games with ECHL Cincinnati. At center ice, Brian Rodney, wearing number 33, dumps the puck into the left wing corner. It rims around the goal to the near corner. Iowa defends the net to my right. John Landry will play it behind, but Kevin Henderson intercepts. Henderson with Austin Watson and Patrick Saline for the moment. Henderson's out there with Taylor Beck and Colton Sissons, pardon me. Into the offensive zone, Beck
wraps up on Iowa's defenseman, the former Admiral John Blum, and gets the puck behind the net, but it's taken there by John Landry for the Wild. On the left wing, Carson McMillan from the red line. He'll dump the puck in behind Magnus Hellberg. Brian Rodney in the far corner for the Admirals. Left wing pass. Henderson shy of the Admirals' blue line. Will pass it right side for Joe Piscula, who banks it off the right wing glass past Eric Howla to center ice. Brian Connolly will pick it up, skate from his blue line into the Admirals' offensive zone above the right circle. Howla with a shot that's Wild top affiliate. Face-off will be to the glove side of Magnus Hellberg. Eric Howla across from Austin Watson. The face-off comes to the left point. Kyle Medved can't hold it in there. He'll dump it in offside, a delayed offside, as Hellberg leaves the puck behind the net for Scott Ford. Fourth period, a scoreless game. Face-off will be back to the left of Hellberg once more. Hellberg defending the net to my left. In the far circle, Austin Watson and Eric Howla once again. Howla with Taylor Matson and Jason Zucker. Line for the Admirals right now. Head coach Dean Evison. Puck behind the Admirals' goal. Scott Valentine moves to the far corner. Bumped by Zucker. Jason Zucker then has it tapped from him by Watson, but it's knocked down. Centers as he got to the far pipe. It comes to Scott Ford, and he shoots and scores from the bottom of the near circle. Beating Darcy Kemper low to the glove side on the near pipe, and at 1:45 of the first period, the Admirals, with their first shot on goal, take a 1-0 lead. Scott Ford will get the tally. This game is going to move. There are no PA. There is no punches for Milwaukee today on their roster. Paul Crowder, Jonas Järvinen, and Teddy Ruth. Face-off will be to the glove side of Hellberg as Mark Van Gilder. Foucault will play it behind the goal looking for Ballmer. Past him. Van Gilder picks it up in the far Admirals corner off the left wing glass to neutral. Turned back by Kampfer into the near corner from the far wall. Charles-Olivier Roussel for Milwaukee in the near corner. Skates between the circles now as he advances up the middle of the ice. Left wing pass, Jonas Rask. He'll cross the Iowa line. From the top of the far circle, slides one that goes wide. Van Gilder falls as he chases it. Picked up by Bucieras. A bad pass toward the net by Rafael Bucieras, a rookie from the Quebec Major League. Shala picked it off, but he shot it wide of the far pipe. Bucieras at center. Right wing pass, Zach Phillips across the Admirals' blue line. The puck slapped away from him by Brian Rodney. Shala tries to clear, helped out by Matthew Tuzignan, who kicks it to center ice. John Landry, without a skate, literally kicked it back into the Admiral zone. Falling down all over the place. Players are losing their edge. Piscula just fell as the Admirals get the puck to neutral off of the stick of Zach Budish. Turned back, and Phillips will tip the puck in from the red line. 16:56 first, 9 o'clock Central Time in Abbotsford. Watson wins the draw to the left point for Anthony Botetto with a wrister to the net that goes wide. Behind Kemper, the puck is slapped at. Comes to the near post. Watson with a backhander through the crease. McMillan in the far corner. Plays it away for Connolly at the far hash marks. He'll backhand it to center ice. Roussel backs his way to his own blue line. Left side for Botetto. Left wing now off Salamaki to Watson. He lost it as he got to the Iowa line. Picked up and carried in by Botetto. He drops it above the far circle. A wrist shot by Celine is deflected up and out of play by Kyle Medved. 15:22 to go in the first period. The Admirals leading 1-0. We'll have a draw to the right of Darcy Kemper once again. Eric Howla led the University of Minnesota in scoring. He'll take the draw across from Mark Van Gilder. The face-off to the middle of the blue line. A slap shot by Piscula is blocked out. He gets it back above the far circle. Carried to the dot, and he centered it. Went all the way through the slot to the near wall, and it's skated out by Jason Zucker. His pass to the middle of the ice, picked off by a back-checking Van Gilder, who cleared it back to the Iowa line. In the right circle, Zucker will find the defenseman, Corbin Baldwin, who gets the puck in off the near wall. Taylor Matson chases into the Admirals' near corner. Howla gets a drop. His shot from along the near wall is kicked into the slot and cleared to neutral. Van Gilder. Left wing pass, Shala from the top of the far circle. His shot blocked down by Kampfer. Here's Zucker 1-on-3. He hits the red line on the right wing and dumps the puck into the left corner. Hellberg will meet it behind circle where Budish fires it wide of the Iowa goaltender Kemper. Valentine holds left point. Rims the puck around the net to the near hash marks where Ford pinching to the far hash marks. And then he lost the handle on a bump from Brett Ballmer. Red line. He'll dump the puck into the left wing corner. Admirals change. 13:53 to go in the first. 1-0 Milwaukee. Pinching from the left point, Botetto. He and Blum meet at the far hash marks. Botetto tips the puck to the far corner. Chad Rao will rim it around the net. Connolly will tap it back behind the goal. And Iowa will set it up with Blum. Now to Connolly in the near corner. He'll sail one high in the air to the far wall. Turned back by Botetto, but too far for Colton Sissons. David Steckel And on the left wing for Jake Dowell, now to the left wing wall. McMillan just across the Admirals line. Beck picks his pocket. Admirals have numbers. Beck on the right wing. But he lost it to a good poke check from Medbeck as he got to the top of the near circle. Did not clear the zone, however. Beck above the left circle. Moves to the left point. Flips a pass to the right point. Roussel to the far dot. It bounced over Botetto's stick. He'll pick it up from the boards. 13 minutes to go in the first. 1-0 Milwaukee. Shots are 4-1 for the Admirals. Botetto. Red line on the left wing. Kevin Henderson will tip the puck in deep. Kemper will knock it down behind his goal for Steven Kamper. Kamper, right wing pass. Novak is there for the Wild, battling with Brian Rodney. Zach Phillips jumps in too. The puck bounced toward the slot, and Piscula cleared it away. Right wing, here comes Celine to the red line. The puck wobbled over his stick as he tried to dump it in. Offside is waved off as the puck comes in on the second effort. Salamaki behind the net. Got away from Kemper as he skates toward the left point. Leaves the puck there, but Rodney was moving, so the puck comes to center ice. Rodney will leave the puck on the left wing board. Salamaki, again from the Iowa line on the left, dumps the puck in behind Kemper. 12:07 to go in the first. 1-0 Admirals. In the near Iowa zone, Van Gilder knocks it away from Kemper. He'll drag around the net, tried to wrap around. He's taken down, but the net was knocked off its moorings. 12:01 left first period. 1-0 Milwaukee. Scott Ford with the goal from Mika Salamaki and Austin Watson. Face-off will be to the stick side. That's the right of Kemper. As the Admirals look, it's the left circle. Van Gilder will take the draw with Eric Haula. And the face-off is won by Van Gilder. Ford at the left point. Sends the puck on the rim behind the goal from the far corner to the near. Josh Shallow will backhand it behind the goal again to the far corner. Taylor Matson, who had a tough rookie season last year. He played 2 games for the Chicago Wolves, but was injured the majority of the season. Van Gilder, that's the only 2 games he played last season. In the near corner, Shecky lead. Face off to the glove side of Kemper. And both clubs will get a change as Tuzignan will come out with Liambus on the left wing and Zach Budish on the right. Valentine and Ford, the defensive pair. Chad Rao, Chris Foucault, and Brett Bulmer on the ice for the Iowa Wild. New head coach Kurt Kleinendorst and the assistant Steve Popst, who was an assistant coach with the Rockford Ice Hogs the last couple of seasons. Puck sent back into the Admiral zone. Valentine chased around the near post by Foucault. Now he'll skate up the middle of the ice. Center dot, tried to dump it in. It hit Chad Rao. It stays at neutral. Tuzignan. Left wing pass. Liambus just across the blue line with a wrister. Blocked off the stick of Connolly out of play, who was defending him tightly. Face-off will be to the right of Kemper once again with 11:22 left in the first period. Shots are 5-1 for the Admirals. Milwaukee leading 1-0. Tuzignan will take the draw with Chad Rao. Stick side of Darcy Kemper, and the face-off to the far hash marks Liambus. Left point Botetto. Right point Roussel. Roussel into the slot. It bounced off the ankle of Budish. Comes to the far circle. Brett Bulmer will skate it out for the Wild. Hits the Admirals blue line. Knocked away by Botetto back to center ice. Brian Connolly will tip it for Foucault, who backhands it from the right wing Admirals line behind Helbert. The goalie out to play to the far corner. Botetto back around the net. Roussel. Left wing pass. Dangerous one. Split. 2 Iowa defenders. Makes it into the Wild zone. Steven Kamper on the left wing boards. His pass along the near wall, tipped to the red line by Foucault. It gets around Helberg from the near corner to the far. Botetto will play it behind Roussel. Puck wobbling on its edge. Now it comes back to Botetto on the left wing. His pass on the far wall finds Henderson at the Iowa line. It's knocked away from him and cleared for Jake Dowell. Now to Steckel. Steckel skates parallel with the Admirals blue line to the left. Drops it off, and a wrist shot from Baldwin, the defenseman. From near the middle of the blue line is gloved and held by Magnus Helberg. 10:32 left in the first period. The Admirals have won, and Iowa nothing. The Admirals home opener October the 19th, taking on the Chicago Wolves. Steckel and Sissons on the draw in the near circle. Sissons out with Taylor Beck and Kevin Henderson. Landry from the left point with a shot to the net, blocked away by Brian Rodney and cleared to the left wing boards. 2 neutral. Blum hacks it away from Henderson. Left circle Rodney. Right circle it's Piscula. Piscula, left wing, finds Beck in stride at the red. Landry, left to right at the blue line for Blum. His pass up the middle over the stick of Steckel and icing the call. 10:02 left. Blum and Landry on the ice for Iowa. Austin Watson now with Celine and Sellock back to the left point. Ford holds in the bouncer. To the far hash mark, Celine. Dowell in the high slot. Valentine will get it back. Skate to the left wing wall from the far hash marks. Nowhere to go. He moves to the goal line. Flips a pass back to the right blue line. Dumps the puck to the near corner. Salamaki chases with Connolly as they move behind the net. Picked off in the far corner behind Kemper. 9:04 to go in the first period. 1-0 Admirals. At center ice, Eric Howla to the middle of the Admirals blue line. Moving to the top of the left circle, tried to pass down low for Zucker. Not there. Zucker behind the net. To the top of the far circle. Connolly with a low wrist shot that goes wide of the near pipe. Held in left point by Kyle Medvec. Medvec will play the puck behind the goal. Roussel on the far trapezoid line behind Hellberg. Frees the puck to Potato on the near pipe. The Admirals will break it out as Rask has it on the right wing. He'll skate from the blue line. Him down, and Medvec's going to go. The puck was far gone. Rask had dumped it in. Medvec took him down, and Medvec will go to the box at 11:23. Interferes on the rim behind the goal. Hops the stick of David Steckel to the far corner. Patrick Saline. They tie it up as they move to the hash marks. On the half wall, Dowell comes in. Steckel trying to knock it back to the point. Saline slapped it free. This one dribbles into the Iowa zone, but it won't have enough gas to get to the goal line, so icing waved off. Quick change for the Landry skates on the right to the red. The puck into the far Milwaukee corner. 6-5 left. Camp removed. Right wing pass, Phillips. To Grayovac, who skates into the Admiral zone. Far wall, Phillips will drop it right point, Medvec. Left point, Stephen Kampfer. Right point, one-timer, Medvec. Trickled wide off of Taylor Beck's stick in the slot. Grayovac couldn't get the deflection. Came to the near wall, and Sissons will clear to neutral. And beyond, into the Iowa zone far circle. Medvec with a long pass on the right, found 4:09. 14 seconds left in the penalty to Ford. On the right wing, Brett Ballmer across the Admirals blue line, moves to the far hash marks and dumps it behind the goal. Rafael Bucieres was tied up, and Scott Valentine from behind the Milwaukee net will clear it away off the far boards. Angling in on Kemper. The penalty to Ford is over. 3:50 to go in the first. Iowa recorded 2 shots. Now they'll get whistled for icing here. 46 left in the first. Admirals did not have a shot on their power play. Iowa checks in with 2. The Admirals still leading 1-0 with. Kicks the puck free. Where Blum on the near wall will play it to neutral. We're getting a penalty here coming up. Icing is going to be the call here first, though, against the Wild. But a penalty coming up here at 7:44 for the Admirals for hooking. At 17:44, so another penalty. Matthew Tuzignan will go. Iowa 0 for 1 on the power play. And the Wild will start in their own end with Blum right in front of the Iowa net. 2:08 to go in the first, 1:52 in the power play. Taylor Matson on the right wing lost the handle at the blue line as it got tangled in the skates of linesman Aaron Mills. Alex Stagnone is the other linesman, and Jared Ragusin the referee. Brian Connolly from behind the Iowa net was chased by Jonas Rask. He'll flip it right wing to left wing for Zucker from the red line. Parallel with it, then dumps the puck back into his own end. Dangerously close to too many men on the ice. Skula from behind the goal clears the puck on the far wall, held in at the right point. A shot that goes wide. Zucker behind the net. Zucker to the far corner, tried to center it above the far circle. For the only goal of the game belongs to Admirals defenseman Scott Ford, with the assists to Mika Salamaki and Austin Watson. A 1-0 lead for the Milwaukee Admirals. The second period coming up in about 12 minutes. You're listening to Admirals Hockey on MilwaukeeAdmirals.com. And welcome back to the iWireless Center in Moline, Illinois, the home of the Quad City Mallards of the CHL, the host of today's exhibition game, this afternoon's exhibition game between the Milwaukee Admirals and the Iowa Wild. The Iowa Wild are the home team here this afternoon, but it's Milwaukee with a 1-0 lead at 1:45 of the first period. Scott Ford with a goal from Mika Salamaki and Austin Watson. Salamaki got toward the left wing corner, threw some defenders toward him, and then as he got near the goal line, he slid a pass into the right circle, and Ford was there to bang it in for his first goal. Salamaki, Watson, the assist, 1-0 Milwaukee. The Admirals out shooting the Wild 7-5 in that first period. Magnus Helbert 5 for 5 in the saves department, while Darcy Kemper 6 of 7 for Iowa. 2 penalty shots came while with the man advantage here this afternoon to this point. 5 games only. Providence visits St. John's. Grand Rapids is at Rochester to start its defense of the Calder Cup. Abbotsford visiting Lake Erie. Charlotte at Oklahoma City. And the Chicago Wolves open up at San Antonio at 7:30 Central tonight. The Admirals will open up their schedule next Friday night in Abbotsford, a 9 o'clock Central Time meeting against the Heat. Same time on Saturday night, and then the home opener will be October the 19th. We'll drop the puck for period number 2 in just a moment. All right, here we go with the second period in Moline, Illinois. The Milwaukee Admirals wearing the black uniforms, the road black practice jerseys. They'll defend the net to the right, Iowa to the left, as Colton Sissons comes out to take the draw with David Steckel. The second period is underway. The Admirals up 1-0 as the puck is played into the Admiral zone. Joe Piscula chases it down at the left hash marks. He'll flip the puck to neutral. Piscula, left-handed shot. It comes down to Beck, whose shot from the high slot is turned away. Boy, that angled in an odd fashion toward the middle of the ice, and there was Taylor Beck with his speed to get a good scoring chance for the Admirals to open up the second frame. From behind the Admirals' goal, Piscula's pass tipped from the wrong side of the red line into the Iowa zone, and icing waved off because it was played by a high stick, but Iowa kept the puck alive, so no high sticking call as the puck is played once again by the Wild behind the Admirals' goal. Ford lost the handle. It's cleared to the left wing boards by Mika Salamaki, and it's moved to neutral. Now here's Taylor Beck. Back to the top of the left circle. Backs his way to the half wall as John Landry did a good job to pressure him. Landry's passed the middle of the ice, knocked out of midair by Scott Ford. He was looking for Howla behind Ford on the left wing at the Admirals' blue line. Admiral Celine will tip the puck in from center into the Iowa zone. Medved behind his net. To the left circle, Eric Howla. He'll lift the puck in the air, and this one into the Admirals' bench. 18:50 left second period, 1-0 Milwaukee. Shots are 8-5 for Milwaukee. Scott Ford scored at 1:45 of the first period, the only goal of the game. Face-off just outside the Wild blue line. Wild defend the net to my left. Howla across from Watson. And the face-off, one to the red line, Roussel. Right to left for Boteto. Boteto for the Admirals. Will play the puck off the stick of Salamaki just across the blue line. Turned back by Connolly, and now Zucker. Dropped it off from Matson, lost the handle middle of the Admirals' blue line. Came free again to Zucker. Jason Zucker on the right wing wall. Hit by Watson, lifts the puck from the hash marks in behind the Milwaukee net. Howla falls as Roussel jams it free. Now Zucker chasing after it. He fell down to one knee, bumped by Watson. Puck comes right point. Connolly hit the near post, and it bounces away to the far wall. Left point, Medved. He'll send the puck on the rim around the goal to the near hash marks, Connolly. Connolly will drop it to the right point for Howla. Howla will backhand it back into the corner. Zucker behind the goal, Matson. Matson to the far corner. He'll wind it back around the net once more. Roussel waiting in the near corner as the Wild start a line change. And Roussel leaves the puck behind the Admirals' goal for Boteto. 17:53 to go in the second period. Here's Potato, middle of the Admirals line. Right wing pass went off the skates of Foucault. Admiral zone, but offside. Foucault was a step across as that puck, again, kind of sticking to the ice. Ballmer brought it in with Foucault ahead of him. So the official stat sheet has 5 shots in the first period, handled by Magnus Hellberg, and Darcy Kemper, 6 of 7 in the saves department. Face-off outside the Admirals blue line, won by the Admirals Van Gilder. Right circle, Scott Ford. Left wing to the red line, finding Josh Shalla, and Shalla will dump it in as he hits the Iowa blue. Corbin Baldwin bumped on the near trapezoid line by Van Gilder, but Kemper will jam it free for Chad Rao. Rao trying to clear it, knocked away by first Rask, and then Van Gilder to the near corner, Shalla. Hit behind the net by Baldwin, the puck to the far corner, Jonas Rask. Rask off the boards to the right point, Scott Ford. The puck started to spin like a coin, and Ford had dropped back, so the Admirals will reload in their own end. Nearly 3 minutes gone in the second, 1-0 Admirals. Ford at the red line on the right, threw the puck across. Baldwin waiting for it in the far Iowa circle. To the right circle for Steven Camper. Again behind the net, the puck bounced away from Baldwin to the far circle. Foucault ties up and slapped the stick, busted the stick of Zach Budish. The Admirals bench looking for a penalty, no call. And now we get a whistle for offside. Tuzenya went for a hit as the whistle came, and Matthew Tuzenya is saying, hang on, I didn't mean it. Medved grabbed Tuzenya. Liambas comes in to look on. It was Steven Camper who touched the puck. Faceoff will be outside the zone, and he took the hit, and Tuzenya immediately said, I didn't mean anything by it. So play will go on. I said Medved grabbed him. It was actually Corbin Baldwin, a defenseman, who had 3 stops last year, and Allen in the CHL, Orlando in the ECHL, and Houston, 4 games for the Arrows. Faceoff will be at the Admirals blue line on that whistle. Tuzenya will win the draw for Milwaukee. To the right, Milwaukee circle, Piscula. Left-handed shot playing the right side, paired up with Brian Rodney. Joe Piscula in his own zone. Left circle, Rodney, who drags the puck behind the net and stops as he's watched by Rafael Bucieras. Now here's Rodney, skating in front of his own goal to the right circle. Right wing pass over Piscula's stick. Landry will turn it back. Just across the Admirals blue line, Phillips lost it to Tuzenya. Left wing, Mike Liambas will dump past Blum into the near corner. Liambas hit by Blum as he steers the puck around the goal. Bucieras waiting at the far hash marks will skate it out to neutral for the Wild. Right wing pass went off the skates of Colton Sissons. Found by Blum at the red line. He threw it toward the Admirals net. Piscula turned it back. Here's Sissons skating up the middle of the ice. Widening out on the right, Sissons across the Iowa line into the far corner as the puck is poked off his stick by McMillan, and then kept around the goal by John Landry. Potato pinches from the left point. Dowell knocked it from him off the stick of Sissons to neutral. Henderson waiting at the Admirals blue line, kept it there, but Dowell on the near boards cleared it away to the left wing. McMillan will loft it into the Milwaukee zone near circle, turned right back out. 15:40 to go, second period, 1-0 Admirals. Dowell above the right circle for Iowa, a wrist shot to the net went off the chest of Hellberg into the near corner. Henderson turned it over. McMillan with a blast from the near hash mark. Save made. The puck dropped down in the crease. Hellberg didn't find it, but it was cleared away before Carson McMillan could get there. 15:16 to go in the second. Iowa's hit a post, and then Hellberg lost the handle on that one, and it nearly went in. At the far wall, Jason Zucker slapping at the puck. It's finally cleared by Watson over the stick of Medved at the red line into the Iowa zone. Brian Connolly behind his net. Right wing pass misses Taylor Matson. This one goes the length and icing the call with 14:53 left second period. And the Admirals on top of the Wild, 1-0. Check out MilwaukeeAdmirals.com for the complete Admirals schedule, also the promotion schedule. Face-off will be to the glove side of Kemper. Watson will take the draw with Eric Howland. Watson, Salamaki, and Celine with Valentine and Ford on defense. And now Zucker will come in instead of Howla across from Watson. Watson wins the face-off, but it gets past Valentine at the right point to center ice. Valentine cleared it back in. Celine had to touch up as Medved controls in the far Wild circle. Right circle, Connolly. That's the near boards. Now to Howla at the Iowa line. On the right wing to the Admirals line. Taylor Matson will tip the puck in. Ford behind the Milwaukee goal, chased by Zucker as Ford skates away on the right. slapped away from him. The puck comes to the near wall. Zucker chasing it down. He'll drop it off, looking for Howla, but he was tied up by Salamaki. Valentine from the near corner. 14:20 to go in the second period. 1-0 Admirals. The puck cleared to neutral and beyond. Connolly in his own zone, far circle. Right circle, Howla. Back to the left circle for Brian Connolly. Left wing to the Admirals blue line. Zucker will drop it off. Matson from the top of the far circle with a wrist shot that went wide. Matson picks up the rebound at the near hash mark as it caromed off the end wall. Salamaki strips of the puck. 3-on-2 with Mika Salamaki. Into the slot for Celine. He moves to the right face-off dot. A shot is blocked down. And Zucker will clear it away from the far wall to the Admirals line on the near boards. 13:49 left second period. 1-0 Milwaukee. Shala on the left wing to the top of the near circle. Center for Van Gelder. Backhand to the far post. And Jonas Rask couldn't get the handle on that far pipe. Van Gelder in the far corner. With Rao defending, Van Gelder will leave it on the far boards. Rask will tip it behind the goal at the far trapezoid line. Shala kicked it free. It comes to the right point. Piscula above the right circle. Jonas Rask into the far corner. Van Gelder centered on the far post. Camphor breaks it up, intended for Shala. Cleared behind the Iowa net to the top of the near circle. Rask to the left point. Rodney. Admirals have 4 guys along the blue line. Rodney backs his way to the middle of the blue line and puts a low wrister on goal that Darcy Kemper gobbles up. 13:10 left second period. A 1-0 Admirals lead. Shots on the scoreboard in favor of the Admirals. 10-7 in this period. The Admirals with 5 and Iowa with 2. Face off to the glove side of Kemper. Tusinya will take the draw across from Chad Rao of the Wild. And the face off comes to Brett Fulmer. He skates on the right wing to the red line. He'll dump it in. Mike Liambus goes back for Milwaukee into the near corner. Backhands it behind the net. Chris Foucault picked it off, but now Roussel jabs it from him. Charles-Olivier Roussel for the Admirals. Right wing pass finds Zach Budish at the Admirals blue line. He'll skate to the red. Wrist one into the near corner. It 3-hops the corner boards. John Blum will pick it up from there, move behind the net, bumped by Tusinya. He'll play it in the near corner for Dowell. Jake Dowell skates behind the goal to the left wing corner where Liambus knocks it free. John Landry waiting for it in the near corner. Will play the puck off the near wall. Knocked away by Sisson to the near hash mark. Liambus tried to center, slowed up by Landry. Carson McMillan will play to neutral. 12:26 to go in the second. Here's Steckel to the middle of the Admirals blue line. Poked at by Roussel. Steckel reaches back to the left point, holds the zone. Sissons nearly took it from him. It does clear the zone, but Sissons could have been off to the races. Steckel, however, picked his pocket. Now the puck is cleared into the Iowa zone, and a 2-man game with Blum and Medvec from the right circle. Medvec up the middle of the ice finds Dowell. Top of the near circle, Zach Phillips with a wrister that goes wide of the far pipe. And that bounce out of the far corners goes all the way along the far boards into the Iowa zone. Far circle, Medvec ahead for Tyler Grayovac. Right circle in the Iowa zone, Connolly. Wild defend the net to my left. Medvec to the middle of the ice. Here's Bucieras across the middle of the Admirals blue line. His pass broken up. Stays at the blue line, and now Sissons will clear it away for Milwaukee. Right wing, Taylor Beck. Beck, toe drag toward the slot. The puck bounced off a skate, and it's slapped away by Connolly before it got to the crease. Cleared to neutral. Ford knocks it down, keeping it at neutral. Here's Henderson back on the attack into the offensive zone. Henderson trying to get around Medvec. It comes free to Beck. Beck lost the handle, however, and Rafael Bucieras grabs hold. Bucieras on the left wing. Grayovac from outside the Admirals line dumps the puck deep. Hellberg out of his goal to play it for Milwaukee. He'll backhand it to the far corner for Scott Ford. Wise move. 2 Wild players were in the near corner. He went to the far. On the right wing, back to the Iowa line. His pass broken up by Corbin Baldwin. Bucieras will clear it for Grayovac. On the left wing, Grayovac. Top of the far circle, into the slot. It bounced off Camper's boot. Comes back to Grayovac, who clockwise spins and puts a shot off a stick out of play. 10:59 left second period. The Admirals up 1-0. Still the only goal. Scott Ford's at 1:45 of the first period. 10-7 the shots. Face off to the right of Magnus Hellberg. Austin Watson and Eric Howla on the face-off. And the draw pushed to the far wall at the hash marks, where it's tried to clear to the corner. Did Howla. The Admirals knock it down, and Salino skated out. Hits the red line on the right, dumps the puck deep. Salamaki with Baldwin on his back in the far corner. To the right point, Piscula did a good job to hold it with his right skate. Top of the far circle, Salamaki. Nowhere to go, so he dumps it to the near corner. Camphor waiting there. He'll sail one high off the glass. It was played with a high stick of an Admiral, and we'll have a draw to the left of Hellberg. 10:33 left second period. The Admirals leading 1-0. Draw will be to the left of Hellberg. Chad Rao will take the draw with the Admirals' Austin Watson. And the face-off to the right point, John Blum. Near hash mark, Balmer. Balmer moves to the dot, a shot, right pad save. Big rebound to the far dot, and a one-timer by Landry is gobbled up by Hellberg as he moves left to right. 1-0 Milwaukee, 10:24 left second period. Van Gilder, Rask, and Schala come out as the forwards to take the draw. But Teto and Roussel on defense. Rao, Foucault, Balmer, Blum, and Landry on the ice for the Wild. Rao and Van Gilder on the draw. And the face-off win for Mark Van Gilder. Roussel on the goal line will play the puck off the right wing glass, center ice. Here's Rask from the red line to dump it in. Foucault back for the Wild in the far circle. Right wing pass. Chad Rao tipped it from his blue line to the Admirals line on the near wall. Teto left to right for Roussel. Back to the left wing. Schala at the red line. Schala will dump it into the near corner. High in the air as it goes end over end behind Kemper. He'll leave it for Landry. Now John Blum skates out of the near corner. Ahead for Balmer. Middle of the Iowa line. He'll angle left to the red line. Plays it off the far glass into the Admirals' far corner. Charles-Olivier Roussel knocked away from him by Balmer, who's centered. Taken away by Teto as it was intended for Foucault in front of the net. Teto will play the puck to center ice. Jonas Rask from outside the Iowa line will dump it, and the Admirals will get a change as Connolly has it behind his goal. Left wing pass from the blue line to blue line, finding McMillan. McMillan will fire it wide of the near Admirals post. Admirals defend the net to my right. 9:28 to go in the second period. Shots 10-9 for the Admirals. Milwaukee leading 1-0. Steckel with Roussel on his back to the far hash mark. David Steckel now moves back toward the left point. The puck is tied up and stripped, and now Budish has Liambus breaking. Liambus with Medved catching up. Backhander by Liambus. Save made as Liambus crashes into the goaltender. Everybody gets knocked off the moorings. The whistle comes as Medved did a good job to close the gap, and we'll get a goalie change for Milwaukee as Mark Mazanets will make his Admirals debut. 9:12 to go in the second period. Magnus Hellberg stopped 9 of 9 in his time. And now Mark Mazanets. The goaltenders here, the benches are not big enough for the backup goalies to sit on the bench, so Mazanets came from the near corner where the Admirals locker room would be. Face off to the left of Darcy Kemper. Still on the dot as it's now finally poked free for David Steckel. Backhand pass up the middle, knocked down by Scott Ford, middle of the Admirals line. He'll get it to neutral. Henderson to the middle of the Iowa line. Beck, right wing. Here's Sissons. Tried to give it back to Beck. Bounced off a skate, and it's poked away from the slot by Medved. Cleared to neutral off the stick of David Steckel. Scott Valentine has it. Right wing across the Iowa line. Taylor Beck. Beck above the far circle. Snapper to the net. Save made. The rebound bounced into the air, and they wave it off. The referee was right there and called it a hand pass against Milwaukee. It went toward the net, clearly off, not a stick. I thought it was maybe off of Valentine's helmet. There is no replay here. And it was jammed in on the near post by Sissons, but the goal immediately went by referee Jared Ragusin with 8:41 to go in the second period. Valentine had gone to the net and knocked that puck toward the goal line. The hand pass was whistled by the referee. Admirals Brian Rodney sends the puck into the Wild zone. Wild from the near hash marks backhand the puck to neutral. Bucieris, left wing at the Admirals line, chips and chases to the far corner with Joe Piscula. Rodney able to free it up, but Baldwin waiting at the far hash mark. His shot to the net bounced off a skate, then off the end wall, covered up by Mark Mazanets on the far post, and now some push and shove. Mark Mazanets is how he introduced himself, the pronunciation. 21 games last year for Pilsen in the Czech League. Pilsen is where Pilsner was invented, I guess, over there. They're known for their Pilsner. Pilsen, 21 games last year, 9-12 with a 2.49 goals against, 91.2% save percentage, and 1 shutout. He was a 6th-round draft choice of the Nashville Predators in 2012. He catches with his right hand, holds the stick with his left. Face-off is to his right. Slap shot from the left point by Corbin Baldwin goes wide. Held in at the right point by Camper, and it's turned away by Mazanets. Cleared to neutral. 8:07 to go in the second. 1-0. The Admirals leading. Here's Grayovac for the Wild. Into the offensive zone. He's undercut by Celine, and the Puck came to Anthony Botetto, who banks it off the near wall from the bottom of the near Milwaukee circle into the Iowa circle on the near side. Steven Kampfer there for the Wild. To the center dot, Eric Haula. He'll advance across the Admirals line. Left wing pass behind Zucker, who reaches back and dumps it behind the Milwaukee goal. Van Gilder from behind the net moves it left wing for Schala. He'll chip it past Blum into the Wild end. 7:35 left in the second. 1-0 Milwaukee. Right wing Matson. Across the Admirals blue line, just across. And now the puck is pushed back to center. Blum at the red line. Sends it left side to the Iowa blue. Landry's pass off Zucker's boot into the Admirals end. Roussel in the far circle. Left circle, Botetto. Admirals defend the net to my right. Right wing pass to the red line, Schala. Fanned on the dump attempt. Then he spins counterclockwise and backhands it off the right wing wall in deep. Zucker was nearly off to the races. Zucker gets the outlet now, and he skates into the Admiral zone. Right wing to Matson to the near hash mark. Hits the brakes as he's checked by Valentine. Puck to the right point. Blum with a shot that's blocked off the shin of Ford to the far corner. Zach Budish from Milwaukee to the red line. Dumps the puck across the Iowa blue. Blum from the near circle will hack the puck off the near wall to the Admirals line. Valentine holds. The Wild getting a change, and Valentine will skate on the left wing to the top of the near circle with a shot. That puck up on its edge went high off the glass behind the goal. Budish at the far hash mark plays the puck around the net. Liambus in the near corner for Milwaukee. In the offensive zone, Liambus up on the glass. Puck played by a high stick of Tuzenya. 6:29 left second period. Milwaukee 1, Iowa 0. Face-off will come outside the Iowa blue line on the near boards. The Wild defend the net to my left. Chad Rao centering Chris Foucault and Brett Bulmer. Rao on the draw with Matthew Tuzenya. Into the Wild zone, Connolly moves it left wing. Foucault at his Wild blue line. Piscula knocked it from him back into the Wild end. Between the circles, Connolly. Left wing off Foucault's stick at the red line into the Milwaukee end. Piscula chases with Bulmer. Piscula gets there first off the end wall near corner. Brian Rodney will skate it to center ice. Rodney, right wing pass for Tuzenya, knocked away by Foucault. To the Admirals line, poked at by Rodney, staying at neutral ice. Chad Rao follows. He'll backhand it toward the goal. Picked up between the circles by Piscula, who gets rid of it quickly left wing. Liambus will dump it from the red line to the far corner. Medved chases. Liambus, he finished the check. Long pass by Medved, found Foucault from the top of the far circle with a shot and a blocker save. Punched to the near wall by Mazanets. 5:45 left second period. Botetto will skate out of the Milwaukee zone. He's already middle of the Iowa line. Scooting toward the net. Medved got a piece of it finally as the puck goes behind the goal. Pushed to the near corner for Sissons, who skates to the top of the left circle. Sissons to the near corner, Botetto. Botetto skates to the top of the near circle. Centering attempt went off the skate with a backhand pass of Sissons to the far corner. The Wild will clear the puck away. McMillan has it at the red line on the left wing. Got to the Admirals blue. Dropped it off. Steckel moving toward the net. Hacked from him by Roussel, and then Botetto cleared it away to the far corner. 5:11 to go, second period. Left point, Baldwin. Right point, Kampfer. Wrister to the net, tipped into the air to the bottom of the far circle. Dowell kicks it down. Puck bouncing everywhere, and he dropped it to the left point. It rolled over Baldwin's stick. Admirals carry it to neutral, and then beyond, where it's dumped in behind the goal by Sissons. Admirals start a line change. Wild will break it out. Left wing at the red line. Jake Dowell will punch it in. Ford behind the Milwaukee net will skate away with it to the near circle. Knocked off his stick, but comes to Mika Salamaki. His pass to the right wing at the red line. Beck tips it deep. Line change to the Admirals. John Landry. Left circle, Tyler Drayovac to the red line on the left, over the stick of Rafael Bucieris. Ford at the Admirals blue line turns it back into the Iowa zone. Behind his goal, John Blum. Chased to the near corner by Patrick Saline. Blum able to free it for Landry in the near corner. His pass on the near wall, looking for Zach Phillips. Went past him and Valentine at the left point. Icing waved off. Valentine back in the near corner. Backhands it around the Admirals net to the far wall. Watson will play it ahead, but not out. Howell holds to the left point. Moving to the slot, Zach Phillips. His shot tipped over the net by Salamaki. 3:57 to go in the second period. 1-0 Admiral. In the far corner. Little give and go with Phillips. Howell moves back behind the net. Near corner where he's bumped off the puck by the Admirals' Valentine. And now Austin Watson has it. Right wing pass intercepted by Landry at the red line. He'll carry back in onside. His centering attempt broken up by Salamaki in the slot. Left wing, Saline. Across the Iowa line, Saline stops above the left circle, dumps the puck around the rim. Into the near corner to the far where John Landry will tap it away on the far boards. Piscula knocked it down. Landry there threw it right back out. On the right wing, Haula Finds Matson from the bottom of the near circle, and his shot went wide of the far post, glove side of Marek Mazanec. 3:15 to go in the second. Left wing, here's Jason Zucker. Across the Admirals blue line, he stops above the far circle. Wrist shot, Piscula blocked it away behind the net. Moving to the near corner, Taylor Matson. He's held up in the near corner by the Admirals' Josh Shallop. Chad Rao grabs hold. He's held up by the Admirals' Piscula. The puck comes free to the high slot. Medbeck to the bottom of the far circle. Zucker's shot took off over the net. Near hash marks Van Gilder. Plays it to center ice. Brian Connolly trying to settle down a bouncing puck as Shallop chases him back into his own end. Connolly spins away from Shallop to the right wing wall and then moves up the middle of the ice. Left wing Zucker. Quick pass into the slot for Chad Rao. Stick lifted by the back checking Shallop, and it never got to the cage. At the right point, the puck held by Corbin Baldwin. He'll send it to the near corner. A quick backhand centering attempt from there by Connolly. Went through the slot and into neutral and then beyond all the way back into the Iowa zone. Corbin Baldwin will play at left wing. Foucault at the red line. Looking for Ballmer into the far corner. Ballmer will chase with Rodney into the Admiral zone. Following Steckel, he has the puck to the top of the far circle. A shot by Foucault over the net. 2:09 to go in the second. 1-0 Admirals. Steckel centered on the far post. It was knocked down in front by Rodney and covered up as it went from the far post to the near. Mazanec will make the save, and we'll have a draw to his stick side. That is his left. 2:03 left second period. The Admirals up 1-0. Only goal of the game at 1:45 of the first. We haven't had a penalty in this second period either. 3 penalties in the game so far, all in the first period, 2 against the Admirals. Left wing Liambis at the Admirals blue line. He'll send it along the blue line. Right wing Budish. Budish will skate to the red and then dump it deep off the far glass. Tuzenya behind the net with Camper. Puck squirts loose to the near hash marks. McMillan jabs into the air off of Botetto, who was pinching from the left point. Puck above the near circle, and now it's settled down by McMillan, who backhands it in front of his goal for Camper. He'll drag it behind. Baldwin in the far corner for the Iowa Wild. Played it off the boards to neutral. Budish turned it back. Knocked down and skated out by Corbin Baldwin. Right wing Steckel to the top of the near Milwaukee circle. Steckel lost the handle and turned back by Botetto. Here's Tuzenya. Tuzenya on the right. Across the blue line, dropped it off Botetto above the far circle. A shot to the net, save Kemper. Puck is free in the blue of the crease, and it's squirted out of there by John Landry, helping out the goaltender. Cleared to the blue line. Roussel held at the right point, slapped it to the near circle. Liambis, for the second time, was thwarted with a golden opportunity to put one in. Ballmer, top of the near Admiral circle. Wrister off the right pad of Mazanec, who did the kick save. 55 seconds to go in the second. 1-0 the Admirals. Henderson makes his way left to right into the Iowa zone now above the far circle. Poke check there off the stick of Landry behind the Iowa net. Brett Ballmer. Ballmer slides a pass along the near wall. Foucault at the near hash marks, tied up by the Admirals back. Thrown toward the net. John Landry is there. Landry for Ballmer, now left wing. Rao at the red line will tip it in past Ford into the far corner. Ford gets there ahead of Foucault to tip it behind his net near corner Botetto. Left wing Henderson now on the near wall. Medvik ties up Beck as the puck trickles into the Iowa zone. 20 seconds left second period. Left wing Medvik carries to the Admirals blue line, rubbed out there by Mika Salamaki as he just crossed. Salamaki will fling it to center ice. 10 on the period. On the right wing, Phillips above the near circle. His stick snaps as he puts a shot toward the goal. Mazanec steers it away to the near corner. Seconds left in the period. Right hash marks Beck, and the horn will sound to end period number 2. According to the scoreboard, 7 shots on goal for the Admirals, 8 for the Wild, but neither team with a goal in that period. And after 2, it's Milwaukee 1, Iowa nothing. The third period coming up in about 12 minutes. You're listening to Admirals preseason hockey at MilwaukeeAdmirals.com. All right. Welcome back to the iWireless Center in Moline, Illinois, as we get set to start the third period in this exhibition game between the Milwaukee Admirals and the Iowa Wild. I'm Aaron Sims. The Admirals leading 1-0 after 2 periods. The Admirals' only goal of the game, the only goal of the game for that matter, for either team, at 1:45 of the first period, Scott Ford from Mika Salamaki and Austin Watson. Shots in the second period, the Admirals 7, a 2-period total of 14. Iowa 8, a 2-period total of 13. Magnus Hellberg played 29 minutes and 12 seconds. He stopped 9 of 9 with 10:48 left in that second period. Marek Mazanets came on. He stopped 4 of 4. Darcy Kemper is 13 of 14 through 2 periods for Iowa. Neither team penalized in that second period. The Admirals 2 for 4 minutes in the game, all in the first, obviously. Iowa 1 penalty for 2 minutes. The Admirals 0 for 1 on the power play. Iowa is 0 for 2 with the man advantage. Nashville Predators' new director of player development is Scott Nickel, who back in the 05-06 season played 6 games with the Admirals on a conditioning assignment. Rehab assignment, had 8 points in those 6 games. Nickel will be on the bench this period for Milwaukee with, of course, head coach Dean Evison and assistant coach Stan Drulia. Darcy Kemper remains in goal for the Wild to my right. Marek Mazanets will look to finish the game for the Admirals in the net to my left. 5 games to open the AHL schedule tonight. The regular season. The Admirals' regular season begins next Friday night, the 11th, in Abbotsford. We will have a viewing party that night at Major Goolsby's downtown. The game faces off at 9 o'clock, so we invite you to come down and root on the Admirals in the season opener from Abbotsford at Major Goolsby's next Friday. Colton Sissons, David Steckel. Admirals defend the net to the left, Iowa to the right. Steckel wins the draw in the third period underway. John Blum in the far corner, off the end wall, near corner for John Landry, and his pass on the left wing is deflected to neutral by Jake Dowell. Left wing pass from Brian Rodney finds Henderson, who tips it across for Beck. Beck moving to the bottom of the far circle, and then Blum forced him around the net. Beck in the near corner, leaving the puck for Colton Sissons. Steckel on his back. Sissons will leave the puck for Henderson. Blum chases Henderson as Henderson skates away, hits the near hash marks, backhands it to the corner again for Sissons. Puck on the near boards. Iowa defends the net to my right. Steckel, the Milwaukee native, tipped the puck to the right point. Beck reaches back as Piscula had busted a stick. Beck then skates into the slot and puts a shot to the net. Kemper the save. 19:16 to go in regulation. A 1-0 Admirals lead. The faceoff will be to the stick side of Darcy Kemper, the Wild goaltender. Eric Haula out to take the faceoff with Milwaukee's Austin Watson, and the puck skated out of the zone. Here's Zucker. Zucker, right wing Matson across the Admirals line. Zucker right next to him. Matson goes to the far corner. He had no options. Now Celine is going to get a penalty. He took down an Iowa player. That's Haula on the near post, crashing into the end wall. Celine is going to go to the box at 55 seconds. Haula gets up and he's fine, it appears. So Celine will go to the box, and Iowa will be on the power play for the third time in this game. 55 seconds of the third. A slashing call, I believe, was the penalty signaled by Jared Ragusin. They do not have a public address announcer here this afternoon. Exhibition game. Slashing will be the call to Celine. Face off to the glove side. That's the near circle of Marek Mazanets. Knocked it away from him behind the Milwaukee goal. Now far corner, Phillips behind the net, Tyler Grayovac. Phillips, his pass tried to come back to the near post for Foucault. Bounced off Piscula to Henderson in the slot, and he'll clear. At center ice, Camphor. Left wing, Foucault. It's top of the near circle. Foucault into the corner. Plays the puck behind the goal. Rodney intercepted at the far trapezoid line. Clears it to the left wing, and Salamaki will slap it the rest of the way. Penalty to Celine is over. 3 minutes gone in the second. Down by Van Gilder, no penalty. Shala picks off the puck. Left wing Liambus skates to the far Iowa hash marks. Backhander toward the goal. Intercepted and slapped away by McMillan behind the net. Van Gilder with McMillan on his backside. Van Gilder gets rid of the puck to Liambus. Bad pass to the left point, picked off by Eric Haula. Haula spun around at center by Brian Rodney. Liambus picks up the puck. He tried to dump it deep. McMillan knocks it down, stays at center. Tuzanya back into the Admirals' end. Near circle Valentine. Left circle Rodney. Spins to the left wing wall, now slows up as Zucker was looking. Left wing pass off the boards, finds Beck. Beck cuts it to the middle of the Iowa line, then lost the puck to a poke check from Zucker. Came to neutral. Piscula will lift it in the air over the head of Kemper behind the Iowa cage. 14:42 left in regulation, 1-0 Admiral. Here's Tyler Matson. Matson from the left circle to the right circle in the Admiral zone off Zucker's stick. He'll hack it behind the net as he picked it off the wall. Matson will pick from there. Drop it to the right point. A shot tipped into the air and gloved above the crossbar by a standing Marek Mazinets. 14:28 left second period. Milwaukee up 1-0. The only goal of the game at 1:45 from Scott Ford. Face-off stick side of Mazinets. Austin Watson will take the draw with Tyler Grayovac. And Grayovac seemed to have won it, but it was cut off and skated out by Mika wing from the red line. He'll backhand one high in the far corner board. Saline will shove it behind the net. Chasing now with Blum to the near hash marks. Blum cuts him off. Saline poked at it. Blum got the better of it, and it comes out to center ice. Tyler Grayovac on the left wing. Hits the Admirals line, dumps past Roussel behind the Admirals goal. Salamaki couldn't clear, intercepted far corner Zach Phillips, who skates toward the right point, then left it on the far boards. Nobody there, but Anthony Botetto. Botetto carries to the center dot. Medved, that long reach, good poke check. Pass comes to Bucieras on the near boards, knocked from him by Roussel back to the Iowa line. 13:45 to play, 1-0 Admirals. As the puck is dumped in on Mazinets, he'll leave it behind his cage for Charles-Olivier Roussel. Roussel, with 1 assist in 17 games for the Admirals last year, had 17 points in 40 games for ECHL Cincinnati. The puck cleared to neutral. Connolly knocks it down at the red line, and now the Wild will move it left wing. That's the near boards. Foucault finds Rao from the slot. A shot save Mazinets. Rebound bottom of the far circle. A shot again by Rao, and Mazinets with a stick save on that one as the Admirals' Botetto will clear the puck off the glass to center ice. Ballmer back in the Iowa zone. Lifts it right wing. Connolly. Ahead now, Rao above the far circle. Forced to the hash marks. A shot. Stick save Mazinets. In the far corner, Roussel. Marek Mazinets has had to be pretty good here in his time on the ice. A little over almost 18 minutes now for Mazinets in his first North American season. Schala gets into a shove with Connolly. Ballmer breaks that one up. Kemper covered up the puck. We'll have a draw in the Iowa zone. Shots are even on the scoreboard at 17 right now. Face-off will be to the stick side of Darcy Kemper. Matthew Tuzignan with Mike Liambas and Zach Budish. Ford and Valentine on defense. Steckel and Tuzignan the draw. Steckel wins the face-off. Baldwin behind the Iowa net. Left circle, Dowell finds the defenseman Camper. Now to the middle of the ice. Steckel will cross the Admirals' blue line. Steckel slides one toward the net. He tried to flip it left wing. It was blocked back to him, and then he didn't get much on the shot. Mazinets handles it easily, and we'll have a draw to the near circle. That's his right, his glove side. 12:43 left second period. Steckel with a busted stick. We'll go to the Iowa bench to claim a new one. Jake Dowell thought about going into the face-off circle. Steckel will come back out and take the draw. Dave Steckel, 419 NHL games, split last year with the Maple Leafs in Anaheim. Here on a tryout, Dowell in the near corner, centering. It went off a boot, and it comes down to Valentine in the slot. He'll skate it out from right in front of Mazinets on the right wing. Scott Valentine with 6 goals last year, and you remember late in the season he ended up playing a lot of his time at forward and doing an excellent job, but the plan is for him to be a defenseman this year. As Camper carries into the Admiral zone. A shot to the net, right pad save, the rebound to the slot, and it's cleared by Liambas before Steckel could get there. Blum at the right point with a shot now. Gets it behind the net. Jake Dowell knocked down by Scott Ford. Ford in the near corner for Milwaukee. Right wing Budish. The Tuzignan at the center dot. Budish gets the return on the right off the tip of his stick into the Iowa zone. Landry will turn it away. The Wild with Matson. Right wing pass for Howla across the Admirals line. He stops at the right point, steers the puck deep as Budish undercut his own man Brian Rodney. Puck in the Admirals near corner. Matson, he fell down. Henderson looking for the puck. It was underneath Matson. Howla slapped it free around the Admirals goal to the right hash marks, where it's played to the right point by Zucker for Blum. Without a stick is Budish. Blum centering, nobody home. Rodney intercepted in the slot, and he'll just lift it high in the air. Puck up on its edge. It will go the distance. Icing waved off. Good hustle by Sissons to get there at the same time as Landry. The puck still in the Iowa zone. It was attempted to be cleared on the far wall. Henderson played it back behind the Iowa net. Now pushed to the right wing boards again as the Admirals dropped out of the zone. Blum in the right circle. 11:14 to play. Iowa now out shooting Milwaukee 19-17. Long pass on the right. Howla got behind the D to the bottom of the far circle. A backhander on the far post. Went over the net. Boteto closed the gap quickly. Howla had position, but Boteto closed that gap. The Admirals clear to neutral. Medvec left to right at the red line. Connolly will drop back to his own blue, then pass it up for Kyle Medvec again. Between the Iowa circles, Brian Connolly. Right wing pass, knocked out of the air by Henderson. Henderson will skate into the zone. Henderson on the right wing. Dropped it off to the right point, looking for Roussel. He held it right on the line. Tried to flip it into the near corner. Medvec knocked it down and moves it back for Bucieris on the left wing boards. Bucieris can't clear as he's knocked down by the puck is knocked down by Watson, and then Celine helping, slapped it free behind the Iowa cage. 10:26 to play, 1-0 Admirals. As the Wild clear the puck off a stick into the Milwaukee end, far corner. Boteto will carry it around the net, chased by Phillips. Boteto banks it off the near wall, chases it down himself. Boteto on the right wing, moving to the net. Good poke check by Baldwin as the puck is knocked away from the near circle into the corner. Salamaki will grab hold. He'll skate around the Iowa net. Drops it left point for Valentine. Wrist shot to the cage. Bounce to the net. Kemper makes the save and hangs on. 10:03 left second period. Admirals leading Iowa 1-0. We'll have a draw to the right of Kemper once more. The Iowa netminder of 1.88 goals against average last season in 21 games for the Houston Aeros. Also played in 6 games for the parent club Minnesota Wild. Went 1-2. You may remember Kemper last couple of seasons. Matt Hackett has been the guy, but Hackett was involved in that Jason Pominville trade late last season. Left point, Scott Ford off his skate, still in the zone as Ballmer went high for the hit. The puck came down and it's cleared away. On the left wing, too far for Foucault. In the Admirals near circle, Valentine gets to center. Here's Jonas Rask to the top of the right circle. Rask with a toe drag, and then he tried to shoot, but it went off Baldwin to the far hash marks. Rask is there again for Milwaukee, but Ballmer knocked it from him. Van Gilder knocks it down. Second effort by Ballmer, played to neutral. Valentine between the Admirals circle, skating right wing from his blue line to the red, where it's deflected the rest of the way by the Admirals' Jonas Rask. Corbin Baldwin for the Iowa Wild in the near corner. Off the left wing glass to the red line. Joe Piscula there to turn it back. Van Gilder into the offensive zone. Top of the left circle, Shala. Threw it to the net. Left pad save. Kemper pinballs in front, and Foucault will clear it, but not out. Held in by Piscula at the left point. Banks it off the left wing glass behind the Iowa cage. Budish and Baldwin, they both tumble to the ice. Foucault will clear it in front of his own goal for Camphor, who skates to his own blue line and then flips one in the air the length of the ice. Tried to get it on net, but it bounced wide of the far pipe. 8:57 to play. Shots are even at 19. The Admirals leading 1-0. The draw will be to the stick side of Darcy Kemper. To this point in 3, this being the third, Milwaukee has scored just 2 regulation time goals, but they have 1 win, winning the first game in a 10-round shootout 2-1 over Rockford before losing last Saturday to the Chicago Wolves 3-0. Ballmer behind his net, centering on the far post from behind the Admirals net, looking for Steckel, but he couldn't hang on to it. Steckel has it again behind the Admirals cage. My left, Piscula knocks it away from him for Budish, and Budish will bank it off the near glass to the Iowa line. Landry will turn it right back out, left to right. Dowell poked away by his former Badgers teammate Joe Piscula to the Iowa line. Steckel will send it right to left for Landry. Back to the right, looking for McMillan. Liambist pokes it free. David Steckel grabs hold again. Once more, left wing. Landry, this time he skates from his blue to the red. Bounces one in on Mazinitz. End over end. Mazinitz made the save. Drops it down. Clears it to the near corner for Beck, who winds it behind the goal away from McMillan for Anthony Boteto. Boteto to the center dot. Sissons redirects that one in wide of Kemper into the near corner, outside of the trapezoid. Medvec will play it behind his own goal for Connolly, who breaks it out right wing. Matson, middle of the ice, Howla with speed, trying to split through Admirals defenders. A wrist shot from the near circle, save made Mazinitz. Near hash marks, Matson, left point, Medvec with a slapper, right pad save by Marek Mazinitz. Matson again will drop it from the near corner, picked off of the hash marks by Beck, but Zucker poked it free for Matson. Matson skates out of the near corner to the top of the left circle, passes right point Connolly. Connolly with a wrist shot. Mazinitz will gobble it up. 7:23 to go in the second period. The Admirals leading Iowa 1-0. We'll have another draw to the stick side of Mark Mazenitz. Gave his numbers earlier from Pilsen in the Czech League from 2009 through 2013. Last year, a .249 goals against average for Pilsen. Left point, Medved will play the puck around the rim, near corner. It got over the stick of Bucieris behind the Admirals' net and out of the zone on the far wall to the red line. Turned back by Phillips, but out of the stick of Milwaukee's Valentine, who finds Celine moving into the zone from the bottom of the far circle. A backhander, Kemper the save. Celine behind the net on the trapezoid line. Knocked it free for Salomaki. Far hash marks Watson. Backhands it to the far corner, intercepted by Medved, who backhands it up the middle. Nobody there. Valentine from the middle of the blue line slaps it into the near Iowa corner. Played by Celine to the right point. Valentine with a wrister that goes wide. 6:44 to play in regulation, and the Wild will break it out. Here's Tyler Grayovac turning into a 2-on-1. Grayovac to the far dot. A shot and a blocker save made by Mark Mazenitz. Play goes on as Ford clears it left wing. Salomaki from the far Admirals hash marks lifts the puck in the air into the Wild zone. Corbin Baldwin turns and goes from in front of his own net. Center dot, a pass for Foucault. Tips it far Admirals circle. Brian Rodney. Rodney, who has 34 games NHL experience. He had 15 points in 44 games with Manchester last year in the American League. Left wing pass, Rodney for Shala from outside the Wild line. He'll tip it deep. Kemper behind his goal. Clears it away to the near hash marks. 6:05 to play, 1-0 Admirals. Near corner, Chad Rao in the Wild zone. Wild defend the net to my right. Rao, left wing, pass behind Foucault. This is going to be icing against Iowa as Rodney is back to grab hold. 5:55 to play. Iowa out shooting the Admirals in this period 10-6. Face off to the glove side of Kemper. That's the near circle, his left. And Foucault will skate it out of the zone on the left wing boards to the red line where he's bumped by Piscula but dumps the puck in. Rodney in the near Admirals corner. Passed in front of his own goal. Left circle for Shallow. Right wing Jonas Rask. Skate from his blue line to the Iowa line and dumps from there in behind the Wild net. Van Gilder had it poked from him by Jake Dowell, and the Wild will break it out. Chad Rao with Dowell joining him. Rao flipped it toward Dowell, who dropped it for Blum. Blum turned it over for Shala, and Shala will skate it out of the zone. It was a 3-on-2 for the Wild. Shala will dump this one in, left wing from the red line into the near Wild corner. 5:18 to play, a 1-0 Admirals lead. Carson McMillan, his pocket picked in the near circle by Liambas, who centers on the far post, and Budish couldn't get there. The Wild will get it to neutral. Here's Steckel. Right wing McMillan to the top of the far Admiral circle. His shot muffled wide by Anthony Botetto. Picked up on the near wall and skated to neutral by Tuzanya. To Liambas. Off his stick at the center dot. Wild control at their own blue line. Blum from his blue line on the right. Left wing pass behind Howla. Icing waved off as Roussel and Howla chase. Howla tipped it free to the far hash marks. Roussel stays with him. Tuzanya there as well. And Matthew Tuzanya will bank it off the far glass to the Iowa line. 4:40 to play. Zucker at his blue line on the right to the center dot. Howla. Howla will flip it left wing. The defenseman Medved carries to the top of the near circle. A wrister off the blocker of a standing Mark Mazenitz. Far hash mark Zucker. Tied up by Roussel. Roussel able to strip it and play it behind the goal for Valentine, who sends it on the rim but held in left point Medved. Right point Connolly. Pass to the bottom of the near circle. Howla forced to the goal line. He's centered on the near post. It's tipped in and we're tied at 1. And it looks like Taylor Matson's going to get credit for that one. That may have gone off an Admiral. But Iowa has tied the game at 15:46 of the second period. It's a 1-1 game. .46 of the third period. It says second up on the scoreboard. That's why I said that, and I apologize. 15:46 of the third. It's a 1-1 score. Iowa now out shooting Milwaukee in this period 12-6. On the center dot, Beck helps dig it free, poking it into his own end, and Brian Rodney sets up from behind the Admirals net. His pass up the middle, kicked off the skates of Sisson's left wing. Henderson plays it from the red line to the Iowa blue. Brian Connolly on the far wall, backhands it left wing. David Steckel just across the Admirals line. Dowell floats one to the net. Connolly gets his stick lifted by Henderson as Connolly was crashing down the slot. Henderson then turned it over to Steckel above the far circle, slapped at by the Admirals' Sissons, but it comes onto the stick of Dowell, whose shot from the bottom of the far circle is handled by the Admirals goalie. 26th shot on goal for the Wild. 1-1 game, 3:41 to play in regulation. Another draw to the stick side of Marek Mazenitz. Well, the Wild certainly had the better of play as this game has worn on. Better chances. Ford behind the Milwaukee net. Off the near wall, but not out. Held in left point by Landry. Near hash marks, Bucieris. He'll play the puck to the near trapezoid line. Austin Watson jammed it free, but Zach Phillips was waiting. He and Ford tie up on the goal line in the near corner. Watson then hacked it loose. It comes for Saline. He'll move it left wing, and the Admirals break it out. Mika Salamaki at center. The puck stuck to the ice for a moment. He kicked it with his right skate to his backhand and dumps it deep. Near Wild corner, Landry tried to clear. Salamaki gloves it at the near hash mark. Salamaki spinning along the near wall at the hash marks with Landry on his back behind the goal for Watson. He's held up by Kampfer. Salamaki breezes behind and controls. He'll poke it free to the near wall. Watson tried to slide it back into the corner. Kampfer knocks it down. Puck free on the near face-off dot. Landry will finally grab hold. Send one rink wide, too far for Phillips. This will be icing. 2:50 to play in a 1-1 game between the Admirals and the Wild. Draw will be to the glove side of Darcy Kemper. That's the near Iowa circle. Van Gilder will take the face off with Tyler Grayovac. And we get a whistle before we drop. And a timeout was taken, I believe, by the Iowa bench. Timeout taken by the Wild. That goal is Taylor Matson's from Eric Howla and Brian Connolly at 15:46 to tie this game at 1. Face-off will be to the left of Kemper. 2:49 to play, a 1-1 score. Van Gilder on the draw with Grayovac. Top of the near circle, Shallow with a shot, went off a skate and wide. Held in above the left circle by Boteto. Boteto threw it behind the net, chases himself, carrying the puck now to the near face-off dot. Left it for Van Gilder. Van Gilder centered and knocked down was Raft. The puck went to the far dot. Boteto with a shot that went wide. Boteto and Phillips swinging sticks at one another. Play goes on as Bucieris carries into the Admiral zone 1-on-2. He skates along the blue line left to right, then dumps it deep as the Wild get a line change. 2:18 to play. Roussel from behind the Admirals goal. Left hash marks Boteto. His rink-wide pass went off a boot of Bulmer, but it came to Roussel, who carries to neutral. Tried to jam it on the near wall for Van Gilder. Intercepted. Back the other way. Here's Chad Rao. Rao to the far face-off dot. Boteto knocks that one down. And Shallow will grab the puck and move it away. Left wing pass Tuzenya. Tuzenya into the far corner. Forced around the goal. Tuzenya still with the puck for Milwaukee. He centers to the far dot. Moving to the net is Rodney, who had to carry behind the goal past two sliding defenders. Rodney to the near hash mark. Threw it to the net. Kemper the save. Jammed in on the near pipe. Puck still free. Still in the slot. Shallow took a whack at it, but Bulmer knocked it away. Into the far corner, Tuzenya. Behind the goal for Budish. 1:33 to play in regulation. A 1-1 game. Budish behind the net with Tuzenya, Connolly, and Bulmer. Tuzenya has it. Backhand to the slot for Liambas. His shot muffled down by Rao. And cleared by Connolly to neutral ice. Piscula back for Milwaukee. To the right circle for Brian Rodney. 1:14 to go. Beck left wing. Turn it over at the red line. Knocked by Foucault for Steckel. And Steckel from outside the Admirals line will dump the puck in from the right wing. Behind the Milwaukee net, Piscula. For Rodney on the far post. Rodney, left wing pass. The puck was up on its edge. He slapped one on the left wing. This is going to be icing. 58.2 to go in period number 3. A 1-1 score. Face off. Back to the stick side, the left of Marek Mazenitz. Mazenitz in relief has stopped 16 of 17 for Milwaukee. The draw with Eric Howla. And the face-off. Moved out of the zone. Liambas skates left wing to the red line. Knocked from him by Blum. Back to the Admirals blue line. Here's Piscula. He'll try right wing to the red line. Beck will tip it deep. Beck, Sissons, Liambas, the trio out there for Dean Evanson's Admirals. John Blum in the near corner. Hit hard by Liambas. The puck popped into the air, but the Wild come out of with it with Eric Howla on the left. Howla, bottom of the near circle, centered one. It was in the air, and Liambas on the far wall will backhand it from the circle to the Iowa line, and Taylor Beck will tip it from the far wall to the near corner. 23 seconds to go in regulation. 1-1 game. John Landry, left wing. From the red line, passes off the right wing boards to the Admirals' far hash marks. Valentine there to clear it away. Bouncing to the middle of the Iowa blue line, David Steckel. He lost the handle, and now Celine chases it down in the near corner. Steckel, a big body, able to get rid of it. Right wing McMillan, 3 seconds to go as McMillan plays the puck from his blue line into the Admirals zone. Valentine will grab it, and the horn sounds to end the third period. The shots in that period, the Admirals with 7, and Iowa with 13. After 3 periods, it is a 1-1 game. Mazenitz is 16 of 17 in relief. He has been much busier. He's had to make more big saves than any of the 3 goalies, himself included, that have played in this contest. We'll play a 5-minute overtime, 4-on-4 hockey. The Admirals will continue to defend the net to my left, Iowa to the right. Mazenitz back in for the Admirals, and Kemper for the Wild. The Admirals will start with Sissons, Beck, Rodney, and Piscula. Iowa will counter with Haula, Zucker, Matson, and Connolly. So 2 forwards, 2D for the Admirals, 3 forwards, 1D for Iowa. And it's the offensive-minded Connolly, the defenseman. Underway in overtime as Iowa controls the face-off in their own end. Haula spun around by Beck, but Haula able to shield the puck, and he got it away from Matson somehow. To the top of the near circle, slap shot blocker, save made by Marek Mazenitz. Piscula, right wing pass, Colton Sissons. Left wing, Brian Rodney will leave it back. Connolly will clear it away. Haula on the right wing. He'll stop just across the Admirals line. Tried to flip it to the net. It went off the penalty. Sissons will flip the puck free. Taylor back in. Blum in the near corner. Beck still with the puck as he got to the half wall. Right corner for Watson. It rolled over his stick. Chad Rao took hold. Chad Rao behind the Iowa net. Off his shin. Scott Valentine will clear it away. Kevin Henderson. His pass between Watson and Valentine. Iowa controls as Blum moves it away, but nobody's there. Now Grayovac off the bench grabs hold before Henderson. Clears it right wing. Brett Balmer. Blue line to blue line. Ball past Mazenitz will pin it there. 3:22 left in overtime. A 1-1 game. AHL career year last year. 32 points, 14 goals. Van Gilder in the near corner with Zach Phillips. Grayovac there. Van Gilder freed it up. Joe Piscula will play it around the net. Rodney in the far circle. Left wing Celine at the red line. Now across the Iowa blue. Celine above the far circle. Fired a wrister that went wide. Karam off the end wall. Shot. Mazenitz the save, and he'll cover up on the near post. 2:53 left in overtime. A 1-1 game. Face off to the right. That's the glove side of Mazenitz. Van Gilder, Sissons, Potato, and Roussel. Steckel, Dowell, McMillan, Edbeck for Iowa. And the face-off is sent out of the Admiral zone all the way into the Iowa end from the near circle to the far circle in the Wild zone. Medved skates behind his own net to the near circle. His pass knocked down by Salamaki, but it got through his stick, and McMillan from the right wing at the Admirals line dumps the puck deep. Salamaki takes down Steckel, and Steckel didn't like that. There's going to be a penalty coming up on Salamaki. He stuck out his leg, I believe, there's going to be a penalty. I believe that's what we're going to get we're going to get a boarding call on Salamaki at 2:34 of overtime. Mika Salamaki will go for boarding at 2:34, putting Iowa on the power play for the 4th time. They're 0 for 3. 2:26 to go. 4-on-3 power play for the Wild. Van Gilder, Sissons, and Piscula on the ice for Milwaukee. It'll be Haula, Blum, Connolly, and Zach Phillips for the Wild. Face off in the near circle, glove side of Mazenitz. 1-1 game, 2:26 to go in overtime. Van Gilder won the draw. Piscula from the near corner slaps it around the rim, and it's off the glass, and then it hopped the stick of Connolly at the right point into the Wild end. Connolly skated out of his own zone. Connolly to center ice. Right wing Haula. Haula stops at the right point, middle of the blue line. Connolly tips it left point. Blum. Blum skates to the middle of the blue line. Top of the right circle for Brian Connolly. Connolly to the far corner. Haula. Haula, top of the right circle. Connolly. 4-on-3. Bottom of the near circle. Phillips. He lost it off his skate. Tried to catch it with the left skate and ricocheted too far. Van Gilder ices it. 1:51 to go in overtime. 1:23 left in the penalty to Salamaki. On the left wing, Haula Skates to the middle of the Admirals line, then stops as he moves to the left point. Howla still with the puck, top of the left circle. Right point pass for Brian Connolly. Middle of the blue line, John Blum. To Connolly on the right wing boards. Back up high, Blum. Blum and Connolly. Connolly to the near hash marks, Phillips. Passing bottom of the far circle, the pass hops the stick of Howla. Howla grabs hold of it off the wall and then backhands it to the right point, Blum. Left point, Connolly. Minute 18 to go in overtime. Left point, Connolly. Flip-flop with Blum. Connolly will leave it for Blum. High slot near the middle of the line. Right point. Quick touch pass by Connolly. Hops the stick of Phillips into the near corner. 39 seconds to go in the power play for Iowa. Blum, middle of the blue line. Fakes the windup. Near circle, Phillips with a shot and he scores! Over the glove of Marek Mazinitz with 59.8 seconds to go. A power play goal for Zach Phillips will give Iowa the win at 4 minutes of overtime. A 2-1 victory for the Wild. Blum will get one of the assists, and Connolly, I believe. 59.8 seconds remained in the game. Iowa finishes with 31 shots on goal, 5 in that overtime session. The Admirals finished with 21, none in that overtime session, 0 in that overtime session. The Admirals goaltender, Magnus Hellberg, stopped 9 of 9 in relief. Marek Mazinitz stops 20 of 22. Darcy Kemper turns aside 20 of 21 for the win. Iowa goes 1 for 4 on the power play. The Admirals 0 for 1 with the man advantage. The Wild beating Milwaukee 2-1 in overtime this afternoon at the iWireless Center in Moline, Illinois. The regular season begins next Friday. The Admirals will visit Abbotsford, a 9 o'clock Central Time face-off. We invite you to come to Major Goolsby's and watch the game on AHL Live. You can watch the game at Major Goolsby's with other Admirals fans. More information can be found on the Admirals website, MilwaukeeAdmirals.com. You can also find a complete schedule and a list of the promotions that have been scheduled to this point. Thank you so much for listening this afternoon. I'm Aaron Sims. Once again, the final score from the iWireless Center in Moline, Illinois. The Iowa Wild 2, Milwaukee 1 in overtime. Thanks for listening this afternoon on MilwaukeeAdmirals.com.